Hey, Bows and Bubbles. This. Uh, Hi, Bobby. Hi, Lelaine. Thank you for subscribing. Okay, so what I am doing is one free question for new subscribers. However, it is likely I won't be able to get to everybody, but I will try my best to get to as many people as I possibly can. Um, if you want to be bumped up and get guaranteed spots, I am taking payments for that. And if you are returning, I'm doing payments for that. I'm trying to find something. Hi, Tatiana. So just a second. I'll get it later because it's taking too long. Okay. So if you are new and have a question, hi, Alexandria. Jot it down. Okay, so Bobby, you want a general message? I don't have any interruptions at the moment, so, but I don't want to speak too soon. So, Bobby, are you still here? Oops. So for you, I used the Enchanted Map Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed. You have number 6, which says mountains. So most of the time, mountain would be about like some obstacles maybe being in your way. But I do feel like you have the power to move that mountain. Yeah, so obstacles. And sometimes it could be about being at like the top of something in a good way, not a bad way. Yeah, so like I mentioned, it says you have the capacity to flow around any obstacle. This is the time to adapt. That's what it says there. Um, yeah, this is about getting through some type of obstacle that's maybe in your life or maybe kind of keeping you from reaching a certain goal. Um, so your message is to just use the power that you have to your advantage because, like I said, you are able to get out of those situations and move around it. So, um, yeah, your message is to persevere. Hi, Shreya. So I hope that makes sense. So if you are new, just leave your question. You're welcome. Hmm. I may have seen you in somebody else's room before because that name is familiar. I don't know. It's kind of, unless you're like a regular person to pop up in my live streams. I probably may or may not remember. Yeah, I've seen you somewhere, but I may go ahead and just give me 1 second. I'm just looking for a certain deck that apparently I moved because I don't see it. Oh, there it is. So I'm going to try to do these briefly so that I can get to people. But it doesn't look like I have very many people at the moment. So hi, Jesse. Please do make sure you subscribe. And yes, donations I am taking, and at this time, that is just for uh, channel support. If anybody wants a guaranteed reading or would like to be priority, I'm doing for now 888 per question. Okay, so Shreya, it may be that I've seen you before and I didn't get to read you because I've definitely seen you, but are you still here? I may have seen you somewhere else. So it looks like you might be meant to be doing something spiritual, or like getting involved in something that involves like nature, something to help ground the earth. You have crystals. Your connection to crystals and gemstones is a channel for healing energy. So if this is not something you're currently into, this is something that spirit is suggesting you look into. And then you have environmentalists. You're an earth angel who was born to protect, nurture, and teach about nature and the animals. Um, uh, so as far as career wise, I'm not exactly sure what you're wanting to know about your career, but what's coming up now is something involving nurturing and again, like Mother Earth type of stuff. Well, it looks like you might be placed at a job that um I wouldn't say with animals, but something that may involve like a lot of um going outdoors possibly. So just give me a second. So if you are new and have subscribed, you can ask a question. Just make sure that you're not asking about health, um, which includes mental health and pregnancy and death. Hmm. I'm not doing a list either. I'm just going randomly since there's not very many people here. So you have King of Swords, so there are some decisions that need to be made soon. And you have the Chariot, which is like positive movement forward, but to me, it also kind of speaks about indifference. So you're going to be placed somewhere where you're not used to it, a different environment. Um, I feel like it's going to be a relaxing environment though, because with all of this nature, if not exactly going outdoors, this is just like a environment where you will feel like spiritually safe. And where you just feel like very calm and relaxed all the time. It's possible to be like could be somewhere where like you're sitting down, but definitely a calm environment. And then, yeah, but this sometimes indicates to me like a difference, like going a different route, but it is still positive movement. Um, but yeah, I hope that makes sense. That is what they're saying for job placement. Now, I don't know where or what the career is, whether it's something you're doing now or you're looking for something else. But whatever it is going to be somewhere where you feel peaceful, if that makes any sense. Um, yeah. And again, it says to Looks like you need to work with some crystals and just getting to know different possibilities. But that's what I feel there. I hope that makes sense. May seem like I'm moving a little slow today because I got some things on my mind. So, yeah. But I am fine. Just trying to. Oh. Okay. So I hope that helps, Shreya. Jesse. I want to say something, but I'm gonna wait and see if this is actually, yeah. So are you still here, Jesse? I know you're probably still are, but just want to make sure. Okay. What is this? Nope. Alrighty. So I'm on Jesse at the moment. Okay. All these cards want to pop out. I didn't position this thing right either. Today. So I do feel like he felt a lot of different emotions just because all these cards are popping out everywhere. So it wasn't just one thing he felt. Now, whether that's good or bad, I don't know, but I'm going to find out. Now, usually for me, it is sometimes an indicator when I'm shuffling for somebody and a million different cards pop out. It's more so about, somebody's feelings being scattered all over the place, or they have a lot on their mind. I feel like it's more so him than you, but could be both of you. I do have a shuffling process, so that is why it's taking me a little longer. All right. So 6 of Wands. Yes, 5 of Wands. So I kind of feel like his mind wasn't all the way there. Now, sometimes 5 of Wands can be like a competition, but I feel like the competition was that he wasn't. It's like he was there physically, but he wasn't there completely emotionally, just because he had so many different emotions about not just you, but other things in his life. So that was the competition kind of taking up, you know, um, taking more time away from you guys spending time together, if that makes sense. And then the Six of Wands is like about like recognition. So his mind was on you, but again, there were like a million other things running around. So Queen of Pentacles. Somebody was comfortable. Looks like both of you were pretty comfortable. So okay, you probably should have mentioned that because the way you phrased it, I'm going by how you guys phrase your question. So be careful about how you say something, because when you said, how did he feel the last time he saw you? That could have been anything. I'm not just like using my intuition to, figure out what your question means. I'm just literally going into the question. But this still can make sense. So while he was talking to you, his mind was on a lot of different things, and he was comfortable. It looks like you were maybe comfortable as well, or more comfortable than you were before. But like I said, he was talking to you and thinking about a million other things at the same time. Hi, Kyla. I don't. So you have Four of Pentacles. And that's not making sense to me at the moment. Six of Pentacles. So did you guys stay? Hi, Avni, Sharma. I do kind of recognize some of your names. Did you guys maybe stay on for a longer time than usual? Avni, if I have not read for you before, which I think I did in my last live stream, I'm pretty sure I did. This is for new subscribers, and if you are returning and would like a reading, I am taking payments. But Jesse, are you still here? Did you guys maybe stay on? Like, first of all, were you said you only seen each other on the internet, so I'm assuming when you said saw, I'm assuming you mean like live video chatting or something. No problem. Hi, Phantom. Earth to Jesse. So in this live stream, I'm focusing on new subscribers and those that have not gotten free reading from me before. He's famous and tarot says that he's spying on me. Okay. Well, whatever another reader told you, I have to just mind my own flowers and focus on what I'm being shown. He's famous. Tarot says, okay. I don't get a spying type of vibe, but again, that does not mean that that person is wrong, but I don't feel that. But what I've asked you is that if this person, okay, I'm generally confused because Are you, hi, pretty Gigi. Hi, Meg, everybody that's came in. Okay. Okay, so you asked, how did he feel the last time he saw you? So I'm assuming you think that he was stalking you and saw you somewhere or keeping tabs on you, because I'm reading this as if you actually spoke to him personally. You have to be careful about how you phrase your questions, because that's how I'm answering them. In other words, this is completely not going to make sense. I'm going to be honest. So which one of those is it? Because in order for this to make sense, I'm going to have to know that. I don't get stalking at all. I don't know who told you that, but I don't feel that. Um, waiting on a response. Now, the Six of Wands, the thing is, I'm not really sure in what way you mean, because you said that he's only saw you on the internet. Do keep in mind, I don't go with what other readers say. I'm asking you, if what way did you see him? Do you think he spied on you from a distance and how he felt when he saw you then? Or are you meaning like you guys have actually talked personally, like on like a video chatting thing or something? Now, you can ask as many times as you want, but I'm a different reader. I don't go off of what other readers say to you. So my answers could possibly be different. We're not all the same. And I'm using my intuition and my psychic abilities to answer these questions. So I'm going to need to know, in what way are you talking about? The first one being that you saw, that you think he spied on you and he saw you and you want to know how he felt then. Because if that's it, I don't feel like anybody's spying on you. And majority isn't always right, just because multiple people have said it. So when I'm looking into something, I'd rather not know what another reader has told you. I'm just going to focus on what I feel, because we're not all going to feel the same thing. But yeah, now I feel like somebody has noticed you with Six of Wands, but I do not feel any stalking at all. And whoever the specific person you're talking about, this person that has noticed you, it's not that person. At least that's what I feel. Now, again, they could be right, I could be wrong, or vice versa. But what I feel at this time is that there ain't no stalking, because you have Four of Pentacles. It talks about stability and control. So he's, whoever this person is, or whoever said this to you, from my point of view, this person has control and they don't feel like they have to do that. So, well, number one, Jesse, my advice to you is eventually you're going to get different answers. Now, yes, a few people have already told you yes, but have to realize that just because more than one person says one thing doesn't make it right. Hi, Patsy. A lot of you I don't think are new, because I can recognize some names, um but yeah. Um, for the most part, though, I don't think. Then you have Queen of Pentacles. You have Six of Pentacles. I don't know if you're looking for a specific person or what the case is. And then Five of Wands. Now I'm reading this in a different way since you've kind of given more a little information here. Five of Wands talks about there being. Okay, so now it does make sense. I just got to reword it a little bit. So, yeah, picker cards are collective and are not for everybody. So, you have to keep that in mind. Number one, that's the number one thing. Aside from what I've already said, um, Five of Wands in your situation indicates that, like I said earlier, this person's mind is on other things. They're not just thinking about you if they're thinking about you at all. So I did say that at first, and now it is making more sense as I go back over it. It's competition, a lot of other things in the way. This person, whoever it is, if it even is somebody, because it looks like you're just maybe watching YouTube videos and possibly those ones that ask if somebody is stalking you. I don't recommend those at all. Because they can get stuff started. I do pick a card readings, but I don't touch on certain things. So I just think it's kind of dangerous to be going to a tarot reading for trying to see if somebody's stalking you, and then you're putting that negative energy out there, because not everybody has a stalker. So everybody watching those videos, that does not mean, oh my God, they said I have this and that. That does not mean it's true. I don't know why people would want to know they have a stalker, like just going looking for it. But no judgment, just saying. But that's what I feel. Now there is somebody willing to get to know you, yes, but I don't see no stalker vibes. I just don't feel that. So yeah, so I hope that made sense and it helped. I'm glad you did kind of reiterate a little bit, because otherwise this reading would have not have made sense. Hope I gave you something to think about. Now I'm not saying that I'm right about everything, but I'm just saying people use like this majority rules thing as the tell all, as the overall answer, just because multiple people said it, but that is the absolute wrong way to go about readings. Like, that's all I'm saying. But I hope that helps. So I'm going to go ahead and get on to the next person. Yeah. So for future reference, just make sure you're phrasing your questions correctly. And again, certain pick a card readings I just don't agree with. I wouldn't do, like, maybe admirers, but why would you want to look for a stalker? I'm kind of, I don't know. Because there's always that person that's gonna like really believe it too much, word for word. Yes, pick a card readings can be very specific and they can help, but they're not looking into one person, it's everybody. So hi Cosmic YT. Okay, so I'm gonna move on to someone else. I thank you for stopping by. Make sure you guys are being honest and saying you are being new, because I am recognizing some of you. But I'm gonna move forward. Who else asked the question? Um, hmm. Yes. Okay, Tatiana, that is a good idea. So if you are new, honestly, be honest now because um now sometimes I can recognize people really well, their names, but a lot of the times I will forget. So don't take advantage of it, please. Some live streams I just focus on new people. Other live streams I focus on everybody. There's some where I just focus on um it just depends. But anyway, okay, so Kyla, what is your question? So if you would like to be bumped up on the list or would like a guaranteed reading, let me know. 888 per question. And yes, the price does change sometimes. Um, don't forget you can always book a personal reading with me as well. Private personal reading. All right. Oh, okay. Now I might just need to switch this position. Don't mind my squeaky chair. I'm all caught up on personal readings at this time. So I do first come, first serve. So the quicker you order and place a reading, the quicker I do get to you. But, you know. All right. Okay, so Kyla. Thank you, Tatiana, for the list. Since you are moderating for me, you can get a question when I'm done with the stream before I head off. I usually don't even do that, but I think I will from now on. Like if a moderator is helping throughout the live stream, I'll go ahead and maybe give them something. Kind of wondering what happened to certain people because it used to be like a lot of regulars. I think it's after I took my break. I think that's what that was. Because I had went through some stuff and I just wasn't motivated to, get on live streams. I was still doing personal readings, but just wasn't on YouTube. So I think maybe that's what happened. But yeah. But I'm back. All right. How does Greg feel about you? I hear something about daydreaming, but that can mean anything. So I'm going to need to clarify that. Daydreaming. All right. Oops. Okay, so you have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So there is definitely some physical attraction. And yes, your personality as well. It's time to disconnect from the world. Retreats. So this is a person I feel like that knows your worth. Now, because of this retreat card coming up, Is it safe to say that maybe you guys just don't talk much or at all? Hmm. Okay. So that's what that is then. All right. So this message was kind of brought up to kind of suggest that um this person does see you and they do feel like you are worth something. They do value you to some extent, but they're having to kind of take a step back and kind of, like it says, disconnect from the world. They're isolating themselves from certain things. And I feel like this person kind of likes to just, um, I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like they feel like space is something that can help something grow, whether it's a relationship or whatever the case is. But this space is allowing for this person to kind of think about you more, um, giving him time to miss you, basically. So I don't feel like if they do hit you up or something, I don't feel like it's just to get something out of you. I do feel like they genuinely do want to talk to you. So, um, don't get offended if they take their time in replying or they just simply don't talk to you. Now, some cases for some people it could be that the person they aren't interested and they make time when they want to make time, but for this specific person I feel like kind of a calm type of energy where he just doesn't feel the need to communicate a lot, but I feel like he thinks that is helpful. You have this could be the one you already met the romantic partner you seek, so it could definitely be him. Now, I don't necessarily believe in the one because everybody you come across you're meant to be with. Not forever, obviously. You can't be with everybody, but what I'm saying is they come in your life for certain reasons. So, to teach you something. So if not him, somebody that you are really meant to be with, you have already been with, or to some extent. Heart to heart conversations, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So this time is gonna come. And I feel like if you were to say something to him now about how you felt, he would actually listen. But I would wait for him to kind of come out of this retreat. Um, but yeah, I do feel like there will be an opportunity where you guys will talk and kind of have your emotions out on both ends. So yeah, I feel good things as far as how he feels. Where it's gonna go, I don't know. Aside from that, because I do have to kind of move on here, but um, I do feel like a genuine connection. Again, there is attraction, and this is someone you are most definitely meant to cross paths with. So yeah, you're welcome. So I don't say it if I don't feel it. I don't just say stuff just because people want to hear it. So keep that in mind. But hope that helped. Um, thank you for stopping by and for being here with me. So cosmic. I think it was Cosmic YT. Are you still here? Hmm. So what is your question? Okay. I don't read with zodiac signs, so keep that in mind when I am reading. You're doing your reading. I'm not focusing on those energies. Uh, give me one. I don't even know what I'm doing. Oh, all right. Okay, so what is Brima feeling toward you at this time? Okay. I hope I can reach that because I would like to get that deck. I kind of don't have anything organized at the moment, but if come here. Gotcha. All right. No. Okay. I don't know if Kyla is still here, but it's making sense now. Like when I said daydreaming before I pulled the cards. Daydreaming, yeah, while he's in like a retreat, he's like he is still thinking about you. Hmm. So while I'm shuffling, y'all, my mother pranked me yesterday and she got me real good. I don't even want to say what it was because then people will think that was mean, but um yeah. But yeah. Love my mother, but she got me yesterday. Hate to admit it, but I can't believe she did that though. Lord. Mm, okay, where is okay? So you have the high priestess so far. So obviously it's a powerful high Tanya. Intuitive woman, which I feel is you. So it looks like maybe he doesn't with the high priestess. It is kind of about like secrets and stuff. I don't feel like it's a third party type of thing in your specific situation. What I feel is that it is like where he doesn't have his feelings out on the surface, possibly. But the thing is, you, hi Taz. Sorry if I'm not saying your name right. Um, okay, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I feel like it's kind of like a situation where he's not 100% showing himself, showing his feelings. But with the high priestess here, you already know deep within, you already know how he feels. So whatever your intuition is telling you, regardless of what I tell you after this, you are to pay attention to what you feel deep down inside. So if you feel like he loves you and you feel like he has feelings there, he does. If you feel he's just a complete asshole and he's not really here for you and all this other different type of stuff, then go with that. Just whatever you're being guided to go toward the most with this high priestess. Um, but the high priestess is also about, to me, having somebody wrapped around your finger because it is a powerful woman, so to speak. So um, definitely you could do it, persuade him to do a lot. And I'm not saying like in a bad controlling way. I'm saying like you could kind of make him, I don't know how to say this without it sounding creepy, but you can mold him into what you actually want him to be, is what I'm trying to say. Now, I don't recommend you just doing that, but I think you know what I'm trying to say. But just saying that, like, you could get him to do what you want to do, you know? Okay, so if you are new and have subscribed, you can ask a question. But just I will get to it as soon as I can get to it. Hi, Blue Skies. Thank you for subscribing. I'm gonna. I want to say something, but I don't know if I should say that or not. So what I'm doing is you just ask your question if you are new and have subscribed, and I'll just get to it when I can. At this, well, nope, I do have a list. I don't know why I'm saying that. Yes, you can be added to the list. I don't know if the moderator is still here or not, but because I can't really make the list and then, well, I could if I had like a pencil or something, but I don't have one nearby. Okay, I don't think she's in here anymore. So give me a second. All right, well, after this list is over, I'm not going to make a list. I'll just go randomly at that point because, oh, SMICY. Okay. So Queen of Cups. So it looks like you're very in tune with your emotions and know what you want. But like I said, you are able to kind of mold this person into what you want them to be. Because the High Priestess is powerful, and while Queen of Cups has like this kind of sensitive energy, which to me just only means right now that you are very in tune and kind of know what you want, you know what your feelings are, and you lay it out there for the most part. But I feel like this kind of just goes with this High Priestess here because it's like I said, you can make him do what you want him to do. You can persuade him to do a lot, and a queen is just that. A queen can do that. So, sorry if that sounds repetitive, but just think that's neat how those two kind of popped up. But you said he was a Pisces, right? So the cups energy makes sense. That's water sign energy. Let's see. So 7 of Swords, okay. So it looks like somebody is not being themselves 100%, which I feel like is probably him. 7 of Swords is not always about somebody taking anything, but it just could be somebody not being themselves. So then you said you were an Aquarius, right? If I'm on the right person here, cosmic. That's weird because you said he was a Pisces and you said that you were an Aquarius. Queen of Cups, water sign. 7 of Swords, air sign. So that's crazy. But it could also be, I feel also though that he's the queen too. Like maybe very dramatic, so to speak. Not saying that he's gay or anything, just like using, certain terms. Like I feel like he kind of acts like, I don't want to cuss, but kind of like maybe bitchy sometimes. I feel like he can be, this stands out to me because you did say that he was a Pisces, and this energy is of the water sign uh element. So when I look at this, not only am I seeing it being you, but I'm seeing it like he can be this person too. And then Seven of Swords came out. So like I said, somebody not being themselves. But let me see. Four of Swords. So it looks like somebody's like kind of relaxing. Somebody's trying to heal from something. I don't know what, I'm assuming somebody's mowing a yard. Ace of Cups. So yeah, there is love there. That is, a soulmate connection. Keeping in mind what a soulmate is, by the way. But yeah, for the most part, I do see, there are good feelings there. Again, it just may kind of take you to kind of get them to put them out. Because even though with the Seven of Swords here, I mean, even though this person has, like I said, you may know how they feel, and they may have actually told you how they feel. They are still keeping it light. They're not telling you the depths of how they feel for you. So it actually could go deeper than what they say. So keep that in mind. If it doesn't make sense now, it will later. I don't know who that is calling, but they're going to have to wait. So I hope that helps and makes sense. It's crazy because literally, I'm not really sure what the High Priestess, what sign they represent at this time. I can't think of it, but literally water, air, water, air, and you said you were both an Aquarius and Pisces, so I think that that's definitely your energy and his. So, yeah. So, okay, there she is. I thought she disappeared on me. Okay. They're gonna have to call my phone because I'm in the middle of something. Well, this ain't even my house anyway. It's my parents' house. I keep saying I'm gonna be back home soon, but at the moment I live by myself. So who wants to be home by themselves 24/7? So no, sorry, I'm at work. Oh, okay. No problem. I think I'm just going to go off the list you have now. And then after that, I'm just going randomly just because. Okay. So, Jesse, I think I read for Jesse already. Yeah, unless there's another Jesse in here, I've already read for her. So, Patsy, are you here? Or anybody's name that is on that list? Are any of you still here? I might be totally wrong. Tell me if I am, but Patsy, have I read for you before? You may have possibly came in here, but doesn't necessarily mean that I've read for you because sometimes I can't get to everybody. But oh, this internet is driving me crazy. I don't know, but well, I guess I'll be reading for you today. Not trying to be mean, but just, I want to kind of focus on certain, um, like I said, sometimes it's for everybody. Okay. I think I've seen a couple people where they have gotten a reading from me before, but they unsubscribed and then subscribed just so they can get a question today. Because what some of you may not know is that when you subscribe, I do get a notification that you subscribed. And literally, I don't know. She was a moderator in here. I guess she just was never subscribed or something, or maybe like I said, she subscribed and then unsubscribed and then subscribed again to maybe get a question. But I'm just now getting a notification that she subscribed. But yeah, so Patsy. But yeah, I think that's what it is. So some of the time I don't get to everybody, so it's like I remember your names from even if I didn't get to read you. So, but as long as you're being honest, I was intending to come back on when I said I was, but nothing can ever go as planned, literally. So, but do know that I do always return at some point. Don't forget, guys, you can also get a private reading from me, and I do appreciate donations. If anybody wants to send one, it's just to support my channel, encourages me as a creator, and it also helps me make ends meet because this is all I do. But no problem, Patsy. I'm not whatever you want to call it. I just, want to focus my energy on different things, and sometimes I do just want to focus on those that have not, gotten something from me constantly or at all. So, but for the most part, I know you're being honest because I think you were just in here before, but I did never get to you. But there are people that are very dishonest. So, but your energy feels fine. All right, Patsy. So you just want some guidance, pretty much advice on your love life. So let's see. True love. Okay. It says this could be the romance of a lifetime. So are you seeing somebody or are you by yourself? I'm going to assume, and just assuming, by the way, that you are either asking about guidance for a current relationship or how to get to a new relationship. Okay. So you're by yourself, and that's literally what I wanted to say, but I kind of said, Anyway, so it says this is the romance of a lifetime. So let's see. It looks like you will be talking to somebody coming up. Or maybe if you do possibly have a crush on somebody, or if you're thinking about somebody in particular, even though you're by yourself, this is somebody that you could maybe start something with. Ooh, yeah. Interesting. As soon as I said that, reconciliation, someone from your past is returning to your life. So I did say basically somebody either you already are thinking about or, this. So that's why I was led to say that. So are you looking for an ex to come back? Because it doesn't necessarily have to be an ex again. It could just be somebody somebody you've seen around, somebody you've been friends with, anything like that. Doesn't necessarily have to be somebody you were in a relationship with before. Or do you have anybody in particular that you're thinking about? I know you say you're not with anybody, but sometimes even though we're not with somebody, we can be thinking about somebody. Just trying to make sense of this combination here. Now, if somebody tries to come back, that doesn't mean you have to take them back. So just keep that in mind, because people seem to think that they can't change the course of their readings and stuff. So just because if it is an ex and they decide they want to talk to you, you don't have to entertain that. So just saying. But now, mind you, if it's not an ex, I do feel like this is somebody you have known before. Um, whether from childhood, maybe a classmate, maybe a friend of a friend, anybody that you know to an extent. Like, you don't have to like be close with them or anything, but it could just be like somebody you've seen around the neighborhood or just anything like that. Um, but let me this situation is calling for you to have faith. Okay. So I feel like you're needing to trust that you will find the romance of a lifetime. You will find that true love. But and it doesn't also necessarily have to be a person that you know. It could be a new person that maybe has the same characteristics or something familiar that you've had with the past partner. So it could go a couple different ways there. So just keep that in mind. Let me see. Ask for and accept support from others. Let your friends help you. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. I feel like that's about you talking to your friends. And could be that like I said, a friend of a friend, or like maybe your friends may know somebody that they could pair you with or something. And also a friend, whether it's a new friend or somebody you're close with now, they're going to be kind of giving you, they may have already done so, but they're going to be giving you, some motivational speakings, maybe even an intervention, trying to help you move forward in your love life and how to find people. So, but yeah, let them help you. They do want to listen. They do want to support you. And they want to hear, like I said, they want to hear everything you have to say. So, if you're now, like I said, if an ex does pop up in your life, you don't even have to talk to them or reply or anything. So this could be where this person is going to try to attempt to come back in your life. And then after that, you do find this true love and trust with somebody else. Or, like I said, somebody that you know, or somebody that has like characteristics of somebody you have been with before. So like I said, that could go either of those ways. I do apologize for not being 100% solid, but sometimes this is what I get. So, but I hope that helps. But I mean, you know what to do if this does happen to be this ex. You don't have to respond to everything. So, But it says trust and have faith. So I would say to have trust that it isn't this ex. Trust that it's either somebody else you know, or again, a person that maybe kind of mirrors your ex, possibly. Not 100%, but like they do have certain characteristics or something about them that may remind you about your ex. Now, that doesn't mean they're a bad person, but I feel like that may mean you may pay too much attention. Maybe you might try to compare them a little bit to your ex. Spirit wants you to try not to do that, because I think, yes, we're all different, but I feel like we all do have something similar. So if you're just looking for somebody not to completely be like him, you'll be literally looking for the rest of your life. But just because he may mirror your ex a little bit doesn't necessarily mean that he is a bad person. So just keep that in mind. But I hope that helps and makes sense. Yeah. But it looks like you will be finding somebody. Even if you do get some type of communication from this ex, you will find somebody aside from him, I do feel like. Now, you could even have a change of heart where maybe you didn't want your ex to come back and then you might get comfortable with him or something. That's possible. Um, Not saying that's going to happen, but that is something that, you know, could take effect. So keep that in mind. Because a lot of times we don't want something and then we end up wanting it later, or we do want something and then we don't want it later. That happens. So, but yeah. So that's all I have for you on that. And yeah. All right. Yeah. Anything. Anything. All right. Okay. Does C want to be friends with Tanya? Or why did I say that? Pretty Gigi. Oh, I should be on you soon, Tanya. I don't know why I think because I was looking at that list up there and I kind of got distracted. You're welcome. Or as the Chick-fil-A people would say, my pleasure, which I had my first Chick-fil-A experience recently, and that kind of rubbed me the wrong way when they said that. I mean, I know they're trying to be nice, but like, do they really have to say that all day? And let's just say I'm not a big fan of Chick-fil-A. I know. Please don't fight me. I don't know. Maybe it was an off day. I don't know, but God. I mean, it wasn't horrible, but I just don't think. Then again, it also depends on the restaurant, I guess, or the location or something. I was out of town at the mall with my mom and my sister and my nephews. Was it last week? And I decided to get some Chick-fil-A just because I saw it over there. Give it a try since, everybody seems to be in love with it. And I just didn't see the hype. But again, I mean, we all are different. Our taste buds are different. But maybe it's just that I didn't get the right food. I don't know. I did get I had made this at home one time because I heard about it that Chick-fil-A had it. This was before I even had Chick-fil-A. It's like a frosted lemonade where it's like a milkshake with lemonade in it, I guess. And so I had made that like maybe might have been last year sometime. I don't know. Time gets away from me. But so I'm shuffling for you. Yes, Tatiana, I said that earlier. I don't know if you were in here, but I did say that since you were helping me with the lists and stuff and you've been in here the whole time, that I would give you a question like maybe at the end. But yeah, I don't know. I did say it a while back. I don't know when, but I said it. But yeah, I tried that at home. It was okay. And then I don't know what made me want to get it again at the actual Chick-fil-A, but wasn't bad. But I think I'll just rather take a plain milkshake next time. You're welcome. Why did my voice sound like that? Um, yeah, no problem. I have no idea why I just chirped like that. That was embarrassing. I'm not losing my voice or anything. I don't think. But yeah. I'm trying to figure out what I want to eat today. Yeah, I do think from now on that I will, have or answer a question for my moderators if, they're helping me and in the chat for some amount of time. But even if I'm doing new subscribers and stuff like that, because the moderators help they're a big help. So very big help. So I don't know where all my other moderators went to. Now I know they can't make it in every live stream. There's a couple that have not been in here in over a year. That kind of makes me wonder. Like, I don't know. These were like I said, I did take a little break after I went through some little losses in my life, but I guess that may have been it. So Pretty Gigi. Does C want to be friends with you? E. Ooh. Okay. First things first. I have 2 questions to ask you, my love. I'm gonna ask you 2 questions, and they might sound like I'm fishing for information just because the way I'm about to ask them, but I'm not, because these cards can mean like a couple different things. So I want to make sure that I'm kind of on the right track. So you have take action, and then you have forgiveness. So this makes me think that there is a possibility you're not personally involved with this person. Like this is somebody you see around, and then like this forgiveness makes it seem like maybe you were friends before and something has happened. So okay, you're not at all. Okay, so you were friends and you're not friends with, you're not in involvement with them at all right now. Okay, so it's both then. Okay. Questions might have been unnecessary then, because it just seems like literally you just repeated what I don't know, but it looks like they will be willing to be friends with you again. I don't know if something happened or something was said or whatever the case was, but somebody is waiting on some type of forgiveness. I feel like it might be the other person. Might be both of you, but I feel like it's C, the person you asked about. but you do have to hear her out. It says, whoops, it says take action. So definitely something on your part has to happen in order for you guys to get to this place. Ask for help from others. Sometimes that's a card of, for me, somebody trying to keep tabs on somebody. Sometimes not in a stalkerish type of way, but like asking. I feel like if not now, it could be coming up where they're gonna ask about you to other people, or possibly you don't have to, but it is something that is going to allow for you guys to be friends again and try to start over, at least, to have a new beginning. And forgiveness isn't necessarily about, and I know you probably heard this speech a dozen times, it's literally the whole world probably says it. What the? I don't know what this number is. I feel like I don't know. I don't see no name, so it's not getting answered right now. Okay, where was I? I got distracted because my phone's on silent, but I've seen it go off. I was saying something. I need to backtrack and see what I was trying to say. Um, oh yeah, this big speech. Um, a lot of people, they say the forgive and forget, forgive for yourself and not the other person, that type of thing. Um, but I mean, with take action, you have the power to change things. So it looks like, from what you are saying, this person did something to you. Even if it's not in that way, even if it was the other way around and maybe you both did something, or maybe you did something, whoever, whatever, you can change it around. Um, so I mean, if you want to be friends with them, I mean, you're gonna have to forgive them and talk to them. I mean, that's all I can say. But you do have not the right time, so probably need to give them a little bit more time. To Well, give yourself a little bit more time, because I feel like maybe you're not in the right headspace to forgive them right now. It's not that they're not ready, because they're ready, but I feel like you're not 100% ready. Not to forgive, but maybe just not even ready to talk to them. And somebody's here. Hope I don't get no interruptions, because I hear somebody outside. And now the phone is ringing, but I'm not going to worry about that. But trust. It'll turn out the way it needs to turn out. But trust that it may take some time. Trust that it'll happen, but in due time. So I do feel like you guys can be and will be friends again, but it's going to take you to come out of whatever anger or whatever you are in to get that to happen. So, I mean, yeah. I hope that helped. Now, somebody's outside because I just heard somebody pull up. I don't know who that is. Might be my mother. Sometimes she'll come in the yard and just sit there before she gets out. So, anyway, you're welcome. Or she might have just left again. I don't know. All right. So if you are new and have a question, and you've subscribed, just leave your question down and I'll get to it when I can. I do have a list at the moment, but at some point I may not go with that list. After I get through with the first one, I might just go randomly. So Tanya, so you said, how does Mark see you? Hmm. The first thing I get is that he kind of sees you as like a warrior. That may or may not make sense, but this chair. Okay, what is happening with this deck? Okay, so I do have a shuffling process, so bear with me. Let me see what this is. It can feel like it goes on forever, but oops, I better get this charger before this goes out. It's not on the well, probably in about 5 minutes or so, it might get to the point where I need to plug it up. I don't know who that was, but I guess either they're still in the car or they've decided to go somewhere else. I don't know. Or maybe there was nobody out there and I'm tripping. Maybe somebody made a U-turn or something, which I honestly cannot stand when people do that. When people make like a U-turn in other people's yards, like that is like a surefire way to irritate me. Like, this is my mom's house, but that still irritates me. And then we have like a shortcut thing, like where you can just cross over in our yard. People use it as a shortcut, but to me, it just kind of literally it'll take the same amount as you crossing that shortcut, supposedly shortcut, to just go around completely all the way around. So I don't drives me crazy. But I guess you gotta do what you gotta do. So I'm just babbling while I'm shuffling. Don't mind me. Okay. So Tanya. So 8 of Swords. If any of you are wondering what I'm doing. Okay, so I wanted to say before all this came out. Is this person, if they're not, it could be in other areas of their chart, but is Mark or maybe you in Aquarius, not that it even matters, but just because I kind of, not Aquarius, but air sign energy. Well, Aquarius is air sign, but I just mean an air sign in general. Because I was thinking about it, and then when I pulled the cards, air sign so far. There you go. Okay. So at least one of you are. Interesting. Wait. Libra is air sign, isn't it? I'll be tripping sometimes. Okay. So you have the Hermit. Okay. I knew that, but I just be sometimes thinking I be overthinking and thinking I be wrong. Sometimes I have to think about it. But you have 8 of Swords, 6 of Swords in the Hermit. So it looks like there is some type of restriction going on around this connection. However, I do feel like with 6 of Swords, it does kind of feel like that they will try to make a compromise with you as far as how they see you. They're in the midst of trying to figure that out. The Hermit is like trying to do some reflection and some soul searching. So it's like they're themselves are trying to figure out what they want in their lives, what they want with you. And again, I just feel like with that being said, they're not 100% sure as to how they see you. But you have 6 of Cups, which again, I didn't say this at first. I have a habit of saying again very badly when I'm doing reading. So even if just bear with me, but 6 of Cups and the Hermit, like I said, there is like reflection and soul searching, where 6 of Cups, it talks about memory. So yeah, they are thinking about you. I feel like they see you as somebody that they're comfortable with. Um, they see you as somebody that's supportive. They see you as somebody that is the resolution to some of their problems, I do feel. Hi, Mimi. I think I've read for you before, possibly. I don't know yet. But um and I feel like this reflection word is kind of popping out to me right here with this Hermit, and it spirit is telling me to say that he feels like you and him mirror each other, like you're a reflection of him. um the Sun. So he sees you as a new beginning. He sees you as a way for him to start over in his life. He sees you as his happiness. He sees you as his canvas, his inspiration, his not motivation necessarily, but I guess you could say that. But like the sun, like when even if like it's raining outside, he still kind of like sees you there. Uh it was something I was gonna say, but I lost it. Um I do feel like he gets inspired by you and he does get creative. I was trying to say something else, but I lost it. But like a lot of good things here, but again, um I feel like those are some things. I feel like he hasn't gotten it all the way figured out yet. Hi, little Peel Cosby. Interesting name. But yeah. So 5 of Wands. So like I said, there is like, you know, other like restrictions and stuff. Possibly, yeah. Um because I've said a lot of good things, so it's not like he doesn't like you or care, but something is, making him have to feel like he has to think things over a bit more. And 5 of Wands comes up. It is talking about other things in a way. It doesn't have to be another person or people in general. Oh, just trying to figure out who that was. But it could be I don't know, just some things that are not allowing him to fully concentrate on maybe the connection with you. Now, like I said, he is doing some reflection. Part of that reflection is trying to figure out what to do about you, but most of it is kind of like other areas of his life. Uh, but yeah. Oh, so is that the competition? You live in a different country? You did have these restrictions here with Eight of Swords, so that may be the restriction. Now that you mention that, hmm. So, uh, oh, he's also divorced. Let me see. Okay. Well, I do feel like what I said still does count, but as you're saying this, I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. So I'm just going back over trying to see. Okay. So it makes sense though, because um I wouldn't still say that that's even the competition. I just feel like Jesus. The what the hell? So Six of Cups. Well, like I said, I do feel like he feels like you are supportive. Now with Six of Cups, he is comfortable. He is also divorced. I don't see it being her as the competition at all. Because with the sun here, it shows that I feel like this he has moved on from that connection. At least at this time, it's not showing he's interested in his ex or anything like that. Now he does reflect a lot at this time, but I feel like the Hermit and Six of Cups go hand in hand because they're both about memories to me. Um Now Six of Cups can be about like exes and stuff coming up in people's lives, but for your specific situation, I don't feel that. Um, but whatever the restriction is, it's not gonna be there for too long. Now, I don't know if you guys, if the countries, if you guys are relocated, whatever the case is, but what I do see is that there's gonna be a resolution, and yeah, I feel like you would just need to maybe give him time to figure out what it is he wants to do. But um, yeah, yep. Hmm. So that's what I have for you, and I hope it makes sense. So yeah. You're welcome. Now, if this person happens to um thank you, little pill. I try not to do them that long because I want to be able to get to as many people as I can, but sometimes I do kind of get wrapped up in one person. But you know, um, I don't even know what I was about to say. I was trying to say now if like this ex does show back up in his life, I do feel like it may be kind of an irritation. I don't feel like that he wants that. I feel like she would try to test him if anything. So, um for now, I wouldn't worry about the ex. Now things can change, but what I'm seeing isn't that he doesn't want that energy back in his life. So I hope that kind of gives you some clarity. Let me look at where is this? Okay, so Taze or Taz, are you here? Blue Skies, are you here? God, that is sour. Just some orange juice. Okay, so Taze, sorry if I'm not saying your name right. Taz, you are next. Just let me have your question, and then Blue Skies, you're after Taze, and then after Blue Skies is Tatiana, and then after that, I'm just gonna go for random people. So Little Peel, if you have a question after those two, you can drop one. Just whoever is new, be honest about that now, because hi, I hope you were saying hi. I know sometimes I'll try to say hi and it autocorrects to that, and it's like I'm trying to call somebody a HOE or something, but sometimes I'll be wondering though, do people actually mean that, or is it autocorrect? Hi, Mimi. Did I read for you before? I don't know if I have. I did remember seeing you definitely, but don't know if I read for you. Now, I'll probably, maybe, possibly tonight, if I'm not interrupted or by myself, I will possibly do another live stream where I'll include returning in new people. But I'm trying to get my subscribers up a little, and the only way that really happens is me doing this. So, Mimi, are you listening to me? Because I'm asking you a question. I had asked you if I had read for you before, because I remember your name, but oops, I'm supposed to be plugging up this charger. Okay. It looks like what you may want to get into is possibly something you already might be passionate about, but you are needing to do more research and maybe get further education in order to be qualified for your next job or this thing that you might be passionate about. You have the study card that says reading, research, and education help you gain confidence and clarity about your career. So the suggestion here is to maybe just possibly do your own research, but also maybe get some certification or something. If you already have it, you do need to be using it. Like say if you're certified in something already, that is something that you need to go after. If you're not, Spirit says whatever is the thing you are passionate about, or again, if you're trying to look for something you're passionate about, that this thing is going to require for you to go back to school, and maybe even take some type of exam. Not like I want to say bar exam, but not necessarily like you'll be a lawyer, but some type of thing that officiates you. You have the spiritual gifts of healing and a desire to share it with others. Now, yes, this looks like a nurse or a doctor, but that doesn't necessarily mean that. So it looks like you are meant to be helping other people. Let me see. Options. So basically, this is about you not limiting yourself to just one thing. It says consider the career possibilities that are open to you. So there is no what is my next career, because there are a lot of things aligned in front of you that you could do. So keep that in mind. But yeah, definitely whatever it is, it may require for you to, it's possible that you may not go back to school, but that there are some type of jobs where before you get hired, they do make you take a test to see if not that you have the skills, but see if you're like smart or something. I don't know. A lot of places that even have nothing to do with these tests, like they have to take math tests and like English and stuff like that, has nothing to do with the actual job. They, I guess, try to see where your mental state is. I don't know. But that looks like maybe something you'll be doing, if not like going back to school. It'd be like you're going back to school, taking a test to get this particular job. Yeah, like explosive plants and a lot of different things do that. Now, I'm not saying you will be in that, but saying just for example that places do that. I have no idea why. All right, so let me see what else I can get. Shoot. Let's see. It looks like you have maybe need to also do some more research on some spiritual gifts that you have as well. Maybe you already know you have these gifts and you don't know exactly what they are or why they come to you. Spirit is asking you to do some research on that to kind of educate yourself about why you are experiencing these spiritual things. I don't know, but I really don't know why my mama is talking that loud. But yeah, I'm trying to talk over my lovely mother. Oh no, because my dad does that too. They talk really, really loud when they're talking to other people. It's like really, but yeah. I don't know. I guess it's just the way they vent. I mean, because I don't talk like that. But yeah. Okay. Ooh. All right. So I'm just wrapping up Taz reading. I'm saying Taz just because it may sound like tase as in taser or something, but I don't know, but apologize if that's not it. Okay. So you have the Hangman, which just did actually pop. It did pop up when I was shuffling a second ago. It fell on the floor, but I picked it back up, put it back in the deck. It came back out. So it looks like before you do get started working somewhere, or what your next job is, whatever. I can't at this time really tell you specifically what it is, like where, because it's not coming up. But like I said, it will involve studying. It will involve you maybe taking a test, or something. But the hangman is kind of like about being isolated. So I don't really know what that's trying to say right now, but I do feel like maybe this will be like a small, you may even have possibly, and I'm not sure, but this another way that this could go is that you may have like your own office or something, not like a doctor's office or anything, but like an office in this facility. Maybe it may require, it is something that requires some type of training and more knowledge that you need to have. Hey Paige, I'm doing well. I hope you're doing good. Um, but with the hangman, it does maybe say, hi Andrea, that it won't be, I don't feel like you might be around a lot of people or something. At the moment there is, but after this list, I'm not gonna do a list. I'm just gonna go randomly after I get done with this. So, um, but yeah, um, yeah. So I mean, and I feel like this may also be something that you're not. I feel like it's something you will become passionate about, but it's not something that you planned on doing before. I feel like you're gonna get roped into something and end up liking it, is what I feel. But definitely, again, they may make you take some type of test before they, actually hire you. But yeah. So um no problem. I don't think Andrea was. I'm still on this older list. Um, because after I get through with that older list, what I'm gonna do is just go randomly for that. You're welcome. But yeah. So again, you got study, options, healer, and then the hangman. So it is um blue skies, and then I was gonna do yours towards the end, but so after this list is done, guys, which is about to be soon, I'm going to go randomly. I'm not going to do another list. I'm just going to go completely at random. um if anybody wants to be guaranteed, or I wish she would be quiet, because that's distracting me. But what was I about to say? I keep forgetting what I'm about to say because they're being way too loud, and I cannot concentrate appropriately. Um, Hi Coco, have I read for you before? Um, what was I about to say? I don't know what I was saying, but whatever. I don't want to waste my time like writing people's names, because all people will do is just make new accounts and come back, which I mean, I don't know, but I actually have caught people doing that, and I wasn't trying to call them out, but in a way that I did, and they were kind of shocked that I were able to tell, what their energy was. I've even had people. I used to offer, like, for personal readings, I used to actually offer one free question for each person. There would be this a couple of people, and especially this one particular person that would always come back. trying to get a free question, because you're supposed to get one free question, and then it's like you get like then you get, you pay for a reading. So it would always be this one person that would repeatedly come back and come back and come back. Yes, they would change their names and stuff, but their energy just kind of felt the same. Um, no problem, Andrea. I'm not directing this toward anybody, just generally saying. But what happened was, I don't know, like sometimes, yeah, I may not pick up on it, but a lot of the times I will sense that I've, maybe have read for you before or something. But yeah, it was just one person always came back, and then I ended up kind of calling them out on it, and they ended up apologizing, which I just thought was, it's not that I expect anybody to apologize, but I just, wish people would be honest. So, uh, anyway, I don't know why I was shuffling that, but because that's not even the deck I'm finna use. Who am I on? Okay, Blue Skies, what was your question? Okay, where are they? I'm about to say, because this is not all these cards, and I don't think this is all of them. I don't know. I guess that's it. Oh my god. Whoops. Okay, why are these? Blue Skies, are you still here? Gonna need you to repost it if you can, please, because I don't see it. I don't see a question from you so far. All I see is if you could be added to the list. I don't scroll all the way up. I don't see your question. Yeah, you might have maybe got confused, because now Taze or Taz, sorry, they had that same, just about that same question, but I'm gonna have to call her back later, or give me a second, because I'm gonna text her and tell her I'm doing a live stream. And she's calling me again. I might have to answer it. I don't know. Dang, why is she calling it? Ooh, I forgot to tell her that, what you call it. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh. Just give me a second. She might have been trying to call that was her calling earlier, but I'm in the middle of something. Okay. Hi, OJ Kush. Have I read for you before? Now, do remember you being in here, but not sure if I read for you. And probably in another maybe 30 minutes or so, I might end up getting off. I think you definitely have been in here, but I don't think I read for you. I think you were another one of those people where I didn't end up getting to get to in the last one. So that's because she just got here. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm on Blue Skies. Oh Jesus. I'm still here. I'm just having to send a message. I think I shuffled these. All right. So, Blue Skies, you want to know if there's new job or money. So, let's see. Hmm. Okay. I feel like I think you already said that. I'm not sure because I've kind of been distracted since you've been okay. Because I was about to say I feel like, and it's gonna look like I only said that because you put that, but I don't. Sometimes I'm not paying attention to that information, and then it ends up coming out and makes it look like I'm literally just repeating what you said. But I do feel like you've applied a lot, and it looks like you're kind of very hi Serena. Did I read for you last time you were in here? Just don't know if I read for you or not. Um, but like with Queen of Cups, it kind of gives me the energy like maybe you've been turned down a lot because Queen of Cups is like very sensitive. So I feel like you have been maybe I feel like you may have been overthinking, maybe have even had a good cry. I don't know, but just like your emotions. Um, I do feel like people. Oh, I wasn't saying you were a girl. Queen of Cups does not mean you have to be a woman. I never said you were a female. Um, but hmm, I kind of feel like somebody may have offered you an opportunity. And then it's like, you know what an Indian giver is? It's like they promise you something or they give you something and then they take it back. Um, So I kind of feel like that's the energy that's happened now. Now it could be coming up if it hasn't happened now. So I kind of feel like you're a little hurt over that. It could have been multiple opportunities that has happened. This has happened to you, or maybe just one in particular. Um, then you have Knight of Swords. So it's kind of like, I don't have a list right now, guys. After the list that I'm on now, when I get done with this list, if I continue to do the live stream, which I'm gonna try to, I'm gonna be going randomly. So just hang tight. You never know when you're gonna be called. If anybody at any time wants to um okay. Okay. Let me do this because I done told this child that I'm busy and she is not listening. Um, by child, I mean my sister, one of my sisters. Not you. You. Where is the. Hi, Woo. Uh, just give me 1 second, guys. I'm still on you, Blue Skies. I'm just having to take care of something real quick. Okay. Yep, call. See if she answers. What in the world? Why isn't it ringing? Okay. It's a little weird. Jesus. I'm gonna have to. Crap. I'm kind of confused as to why that didn't ring. Why isn't it ringing? Hi, Lucy. Oh my Jesus Christ. I'm gonna have to get up. Okay, so I'm not getting off. I have to deliver a message real quick and down the house really quick. So I really don't want to because this is ridiculous. Oh, will you please? Not right now. Give her this phone. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. I do apologize for this. So, Blue Skies, I'm still on you. So, just please give me a second because this girl is really starting to aggravate me right now. And hi, Lucy. I don't have a list right now. Well, I do have a list, but the list I have, I'm gonna work on that. And then when I'm done with that list, I'm going in random or randomly. In random does not make sense, but this is crazy. All right. Hold on a second. I'm gonna bring the phone to mother because you it kind of interrupting me here. I'll be right back, guys. So I'm just don't mind my squeaky chair. Uh, okay, I'm back. Just people that keep interrupting me. I guess I did cover the screen just because. Okay, blue skies, are you still here? um, yes. Jesus. Um, blue skies going once, going twice. Um, hi, LD. Or yeah, but uh, uh, I may go ahead and keep his cards over here. Maybe I don't know because I usually don't go back and do that, or Hmm. Oh, there you go. So you have two of Pentacles, which is financial, career related. I do feel like you may want to watch how you're applying, because then you might end up with, too many things to choose from. This does talk about kind of juggling. So I feel like you might be juggling opportunities coming up. And also being offered something, but I feel like you're not sure if that thing will be for you. So definitely, I do feel like you will have some opportunities, and you will get a possible. It's going to be a decision you have to make. Um, I'm still not sure what this Knight of Pentacles is about. Um, I'm still on the old list, but after the old after this list gets done, which I'm about to be done with soon, that is when I'll do the random. Uh, so you have the moons. So Spirit says to pick with logic and uh, um not just picking something because it looks good. Um, but Spirit is wanting you to be realistic when it comes to your decision making.